Good afternoon and welcome in to your WBON TV Live at 5 newscast here on Channel 9 and all your WBON TV streaming platforms. We hope each and every one of you had a safe and warm Christmas holiday and that coal wasn't the only gift you received. Although this year that might have been the best gift possible. I'm Michael Watkins filling in for Grindle and Morton today. Anyways, we've got lots of news to get to from over the weekend, including some of the latest details about AppHarvest, details from the weekend power outage, and tips to keep you safe should that happen again, and so much more. But in today's lead story, a death investigation has been launched to determine the cause of death of a Madison County man. Kentucky State Police and Madison County Coroner Jimmy Cornelison were called to the scene yesterday or over the weekend just off Owsley Fork Road on Charlie Abney Road. Reports indicate the body was discovered outside and the victim has been identified as 37-year-old Daryl Jones of Madison County. It is unsure if Jones died of exposure or other causes. The body has been sent to Frankfort for an autopsy to determine an official cause of death. WBON TV will follow this story for more details as they become official and available. For many families preparing to celebrate Christmas this past weekend, it wasn't all merry. And with the massive power outages in the area that took place on Friday night, Bright definitely wasn't in the picture. Parts of Madison County were without power for almost 8 hours on Friday night as crews from LG&E and KU worked to restore power in that affected area. Many were left wondering when their power and maybe more importantly their heat would be turned back on while battling temperatures that felt like they were below zero. Those companies want you to be ready for winter storms, and now is the time to prepare in the event a storm does leave you without power. Tips from those companies include assembling an emergency kit. They want you to include a flashlight, a battery-operated radio, extra batteries, and a first aid kit at the minimum. Also, having a portable charger for your cell phone would be wise, and make sure that the portable charger is also charged. Gather a supply of non-perishable food. That means canned goods, bagged snacks, granola bars, things like that. Also, keep your refrigerator and freezer doors closed as much as possible to protect your perishable food. Grab some candles or lanterns. Don't forget the matches for those, and be sure to keep them away from flammable materials such as drapes and curtains, and never leave them unattended while they are burning. Have plenty of dry firewood if you have a fireplace or wood stove. They also want you to know that their crews will work hard to restore power as quickly and as safely as possible if your service is interrupted. They say that you can download their mobile app at lge-ku.com/app to easily report and receive updates on power outages. All over social media all weekend, I saw people asking updates on when the power would be restored. Download the app to get those updates. You can also text A4LGEKU to report an outage and text status to get outage updates. Well, the recent winter storms didn't discriminate when it came to wreaking havoc. The Madison County Hall of Justice, located in downtown Richmond, was the site of massive water damage over the weekend due to a burst water main. WBON TV spoke to District Judge Earl Ray Neal about his first-hand account of the damage, and with that interview, here is Channel 9's Gage Hill.
In addition to thousands of Richmond homes being left without power over the weekend, the Madison County Hall of Justice was also hit hard by the winter storms. Judge Earl Ray Neal tells WBON that his Christmas Eve was interrupted by a phone call stating there was a water emergency at the historic building.
I didn't really know what a water emergency was until I rolled up in front of the courthouse and saw water literally running out of the main doors and the emergency entrance.
A water main located inside the building had frozen due to the cold front which rocked most of the country this past week. The pipe then ruptured, causing substantial flooding and water damage.
water nearly over my feet, to the destruction of files. The ceiling tiles had fallen out. Water had very clearly gotten into the walls. All the flooring has to be replaced. All the walls in the new part of the building have to be replaced.
Judge Neal says that the lower parts of the building suffered even further damage, which saw destruction of equipment and pertinent files. The reported damage is so severe that proceedings which normally occur in the Hall of Justice will now be temporarily moved to various other courts located in the area.
The Madison Hall of Justice is closed until further order of the court, and we are going to be temporarily moving our operations down the street, what is commonly known as the old courthouse. And in the meantime, going to be holding preliminary hearing dockets, landlord-tenant dockets, things of that nature in family court.
In-person court hearings scheduled for the rest of the year have been canceled, and hearings held in conjunction with the detention center will be carried out through video call technology.
For anybody that needs to file anything in Madison District Court, it's going to be handled through Mr. Fernandez's office in Circuit, which has been relocated to what most Richmondites refer to as the old State Bank building down off Main Street.
For more local updates, stay tuned to WBON TV. Reporting for Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, for that story, and it may be a while before you can get back into the Hall of Justice. Well, AppHarvest announced today it has finalized the sell and leaseback of its Berea, Kentucky indoor leafy greens farm for just over $127 million and has officially opened the 60-acre high-tech indoor farm here in Richmond, Kentucky on Speedwell Road. AppHarvest has entered into the agreement with Mastronardi Berea, LLC, for the leaseback of its Berea, a high-tech indoor farm. The initial lease will be for 10 years with 4 renewable terms of 5 years each. Mastronardi Produce is AppHarvest exclusive marketing and distribution partner. AppHarvest also announced that its Richmond farm is officially open and has begun growing Campari brand tomatoes. The first harvest at Richmond is anticipated in early January, which will mean that for the first time AppHarvest is expected to have commercial shipments coming from each facility in its 4-farm network. Half of the Richmond farm currently is planted and the other half is expected to be planted in 2023. AppHarvest founder and CEO Jonathan Webb stated, "The AppHarvest team has worked relentlessly this year to get the 4-farm network operational, and those efforts have paid off with the quadrupling of farms in our network and diversifying our crop set. The team is now focused on operations to ramp up production and revenue from the 4 high-tech farms." Well, Christmas Eve commuters heading south on I-75 had a rough start to their weekend early Saturday morning when a Walmart semi-truck and trailer caught fire on the interstate. The truck and contents was burning near the Clays Ferry Bridge on Saturday. The truck soon turned into an inferno, and authorities closed access to the interstate and rerouted traffic southbound at exit 97 on and off the interstate to bypass that situation. Traffic was backed up for several miles as it took quite some time to extinguish the fire and get the scene cleared and cleaned for holiday motorists. We'll step aside for our first break here on today's newscast, but when we come back, Todd Nelson has great news for us as we head into midweek with warmer weather on the horizon. We'll check in with Todd when we come back here on WBON TV Live at 5 here on Channel 9.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhouse Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Roll Tribe.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
If you've dreamed of a job where you can help keep your family and community safe while planning for the future, then you need to check out the Fayette County Detention Center.
We're starting out $20 an hour. We have 8 paid holidays, 120 hours of sick time and vacation time a year. When you work a holiday, you actually make double pay. Our retirement is at 25 years. If you start out at 21, you'll be fully retired at 46, 25, fully retired at 50. Fayette County Detention Center is an amazing place to work.
The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program works to protect our waterways from pollution and to help citizens with stormwater runoff and flooding. Stormwater is the rain and snow that runs off rooftops, roads, sidewalks, and other surfaces that cannot absorb water, which affects water quality. The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program is dedicated to helping its citizens understand what stormwater is and its impacts on our watersheds and waterways. For more info, visit buildrichmondky.com and click on the Stormwater tab.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry, 108 East Main Street, downtown Richmond, Kentucky. 30% off sale this Christmas. First item is at regular price, your second item is at 30% off, and with every purchase you get a coupon for your next item with 30% off. This year we're offering diamond studs at ridiculous basement prices. We've got silver Kentucky agates and gold jewelry with Kentucky agates. This holiday season, store hours are Monday through Saturday. We can handle any repair work you need done. Merry Christmas from Leeds Fine Jewelry.
Welcome back into your WBON TV Live at 5 newscast. And man, it was a cold one this weekend. Good news with all the details on the upcoming heat wave and the rain that is going to come with it heading our way. Here's WBON TV meteorologist Todd Nelson.
Thanks, Michael, and welcome back to the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Weather Center. Looking at a pretty quiet evening here. Temperatures will be chilly, though, down into the 20s after dinner time tonight. Winds out of the south, and they will be picking up quite a bit during the day tomorrow, allowing for some warmer air to be moving in starting tomorrow and lasting through this upcoming weekend. And a quick look at our New Year's Eve plans on Saturday night, chance of rain, and then on New Year's Day, we might have a few leftover showers. Can't rule out a few claps of thunder either, so we'll continue to monitor that. But pretty quiet and chilly night tonight, mild and breezy tomorrow, and as I mentioned, some rain late week and weekend. But if we take a look at the webcam from earlier today, you can actually still see the snow on the ground and the snow depth across the Ohio Valley, a little bit greater in some spots to our north and west, right along the Ohio River. Snow depth in Lexington at 2 inches, Jackson at 1 inch, and again closer to the greater Richmond area about the same, but that'll be dwindling here rather rapidly. Here's a look at how much snowfall we've had so far this December around the region. Covington at 5.5 inches, nearly 2.5 inches above average. Jackson 2 inches below average in snowfall so far this month, but Lexington a half an inch above average. Does look like as we enter early January, we are going to be dealing with more active weather, but also warmer temperatures, so maybe not snow this time around, better chance of rain. So again, pretty quiet overnight tonight with clearing skies. Will be chilly though, waking up to mid-20s for overnight lows. The winds tomorrow to the southwest gusting up close to 20, 25 miles per hour, ultimately boosting our temperatures up close to 50 degrees for the day tomorrow. And Michael, as we look out through the end of the week, again, warming up, chances of rain moves in on Friday, and it looks like we'll have some showers and even a few thunderstorms for this upcoming weekend.
Thanks, Todd. I said heat wave because, I mean, listen, mid-50s compared to what we had this weekend, that is a heat wave. Anyways, for weather all the time, you'll find it on Channel 9 online. You can check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, the Richmond Police Department, in collaboration with Madison County Emergency Management and other first responder agencies, are conducting trainings at Madison Middle School between December 27th and the 29th. So you may notice increased first responder presence during these days, but don't be alarmed. That is not an emergency. That's up on the RPD and EMA Facebook pages if you want to get more details. Also, Camp Catalpa and part of Million Park are closed due to ice. Million Park off Stratford Drive, Irvin McDowell, and Lake Reba are open, however. And speaking of Lake Reba, you can help improve Kentucky's fisheries by donating your natural Christmas tree to the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources Christmas for the Fishes tree recycling program this holiday season. Kentucky Fish and Wildlife will be accepting evergreen trees at more than 30 drop-off locations across the Commonwealth now through January 15th. One of those 30 locations will be Lake Reba. Trees should be real, not artificial, and should be free of any lights, garland, and decorations. Limbs, wreaths, brush, or other plants will not be accepted. For more information about the Christmas tree recycling program or to find a drop-off location, visit the department's website at the link on the Parks and Rec Facebook page, or you can call 800-858-1549 between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. We got lots more to get to here on the newscast. And how about Madison Central boys basketball knocking off the #1 ranked team in the state? Dawson Rule has highlights from that game, plus a win for the Madison Southern boys down in Florida. That and so much more when we come back here on your Live at 5 newscast. Filling in for Grendelin, I'm Michael Watkins here on WBON TV.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Back here on your Live at 5 newscast, Michael Watkins here with you on this Tuesday edition, and there have been tons of holiday basketball tournaments kicking off today, many of which are featuring some of our own area teams. For updates on those games and more in the sports landscape, here's WBON TV's Dawson Rule.
Welcome to the Bill Morgan Tire Sports Studio. After the great Christmas break we all had, some of our local basketball teams took off for warmer weather. This included the basketball teams down at Madison Southern. The boys and girls both play today, and the boys already have a nail-biting win over Ridge Community, Florida, by the score of 71-68. Jay Rose led the way with 28, while Braden Hudson had 18, 12 of which were from behind the three-point line. His brother Zach added in 13 points as well. Now, the Eagle boys' schedule isn't any easier, as tomorrow they play Vero Beach at 11:30 in the morning, and on Thursday they play Deerfield Beach, all in the mainland Christmas shootout. The girls have the same one-game-a-day schedule, although their opponents are still yet to be determined. Now, the Lady Eagles are on a skid, losing 4 out of their last 5, and could use a big week of wins in the Sunshine State. We'll be rooting for the Lady Eagles and the Eagles all week long and hope they can get wins. Madison Central also played the #1 team in the state of Kentucky today at Lexcath in a tournament which featured some big names around the state, like Reed Shepard and Travis Perry. Shepard is committed to Kentucky, and Perry has an offer from UK. As for Central, they'll have a tough road ahead with these games against top-level teams. Central could have a losing record after this tough tournament stretch, but after this, their schedule will mellow out a little bit. Madison Central girls was also in action today in the Berea Holiday Classic, where they can win to move on. Now, the Berea Lady Pirates are hosting this tournament. With opponents still to be announced, these Holiday Classic tournaments are coming quick and fast, with many games, so we'll try and stay as updated as possible. Scores, winners, and updated games for all your favorite teams. Now, a few days ago, a couple Madison Central football players were named to first team All-State. Malachi Wood and Brady Hensley were both honored receiving these awards, and Brady still has one more year of high school football left, while Malachi is heading to UK in a few weeks to get an early start on the football weight program. Congratulations to these local star football players on a great season and great honors. Expect schedules for all of our local football teams in the area for next season to start trickling out within the next month or so. On to college. EKU has some important basketball games coming up in this New Year's Eve week. The men's team kicks off their ASUN schedule against Queens on New Year's Eve at 4 o'clock in a big home game. With a tough ASUN schedule this year, EKU needs all the wins they can get in conference play. This will be a big one to start off the year. Queens is a new member of the ASUN, and this matchup looks to be the first between the two schools ever. Now, on the women's side, they face a bit easier of a team when Alex Lloyd comes to Richmond this Thursday for a 2 o'clock tip-off. This is a very winnable game for the Colonels, which begin ASUN play next Monday evening. Now, wins were hard to come by for the Colonels in December, so they hope to rebound with a final win Thursday to get them rolling into ASUN play. On the football side of things at EKU, head coach Walt Wells announced on signing day 10 new players who joined the team for next season. These players played a myriad of positions, such as defensive linemen, linebackers, a kicker, and some quarterbacks, among other positions. 4 of these 10 are Kentucky high school football players. We had a great Christmas here, and we hope everyone else did too. Now, we'll count it down to New Year's this week, so stay tuned for more great local sports. Let's kick it back to our other sports pro, Michael Watkins, for more news. Michael, it's all yours.
We also have an update from the girls tournament over in Berea. The Lady Pirates defeated Clay County 40-38 today. Abby Beard scored 14 points as Berea moves to 8-1 on the season, with those 8 wins all coming after that first loss in the first game of the season. Lots more to get to here to close out the newscast, folks. Thanks for being with us on WBON TV Channel 9.
WBON TV 9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV 9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV 9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's new and first TV channel, available on Channel 9.1 over the air, Spectrum Channel 712, and on Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Crystal Broadband. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Back here on your WBON TV Live at 5 newscast, where every local story starts here. Again, Michael Watkins filling in for Gwendolyn today, who will be back with us tomorrow. Folks, Larry Miller, the family court judge of Breathitt, Powell, and Wolfe counties, is retiring at the end of 2022. Miller received his undergraduate degree in 1972 from the University of Kentucky and obtained his Juris Doctor from the University of Dayton School of Law in 1977. Miller worked for his own law firm in Breathitt County and served as a public defender before eventually being elected as judge. Miller enjoyed a retirement party hosted by Breathitt County Circuit Court Clerk James E. Turner and his staff, and we wish him a happy retirement as he hangs it up. Folks, we appreciate you being with us here on the WBON TV Live at 5 newscast. We come at you each and every single weekday from 5 to 5:30, and except for those holidays, of course, we had yesterday off because we were still celebrating the Christmas holiday. We'll also be off next Monday as we celebrate New Year's. We hope you will continue to be with us as we head into the upcoming 2023 year with lots more news and weather and sports to come your way. You can always visit WBONTV.com to get updated information or keep checking back on the WBON TV Facebook page for sports and other information. You can also find us on Twitter at WBON TV Sports or just simply at WBON TV. We'll see you back here same time, same place tomorrow at 5 p.m. for the Live at 5 newscast. Once again, I'm Michael Watkins. We'll see you then. Stay warm tonight from all of us here at WBON TV Channel 9.